Breaking right now, Meghan Markle's as ever catastrophe is far worse than we thought. Shocking new reporting from Rob Shooter. I'm going to take you through it, then we'll get reaction from our royal mastermind, Angela Levin.
What is essentially another chapter in the long, chaotic saga of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. The clip you gave me is a whirlwind. Rob Shooter dropping shocking inside gossip, Angela Levin chiming in with her usual sharp digs, TikTok critics ripping Meghan apart. And then we swing into Harry's charity problems and his latest attempts to stay relevant with the royal family. It's messy, dramatic, and, let's be real, classic Sussex chaos.
His headline: Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand teeters on collapse out of cash, bills unpaid. He writes the dream lifestyle empire is spiraling into chaos. Sources telling him her much hyped brand, once billed as the next scoop, is running out of cash, drowning in debt, and facing lawsuits from unpaid vendors. It's a disaster, one insider spills. No leadership, no direction, and no money. Vendors haven't been paid in months. He writes the brand, which was pitched as Meghan's passion project of California's chic meets royal glam, was supposed to be her post-palace moneymaker. Instead, weak strategy and ballooning costs have turned it into a money pit. They blew millions on PR without securing supply chains, says a former consultant. It's business 101, and they skipped it. He reveals that production has ground to a halt, investors have gone cold, and even Meghan's name, once her biggest asset, has become a liability. Every misstep gets magnified, a source warns. Unless she secures a last-minute lifeline, the brand could fold within months. This isn't just rocky, one insider says. It's already sinking. Wow, Angela Levin, we knew things were bad with As Ever, which of course Meghan has proudly boasted to be the unofficial chief executive officer of, but these new details from Rob Shooter are truly shocking.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about them. I think that I agree with you 100%, okay? And I think that people have exaggerated this in a very nasty way. They wanted to get everything out quickly. So many of the things are from, the one before. We loved her last time, but I didn't think that worked at all. But, it's so careless. I mean, the worm next to the cake. And I've had a woman who wrote to me and was absolutely horrified. She was very involved with this work. Her name's Diana. So have you got 2 minutes to hear from that?
Yes, please.
Yeah, she was saying there's something so much desperately wrong here. A promotion use of shortbread cookie, flour sprinkles, and delicious bread roots, none of which are available to purchase. And only one, raspberry bread, is labelled as coming soon, although that label's been there for a very long time. It all looks a mess. The shortbread fingers are random sizes and all the items are unevenly cooked. The state of baking tray is appalling and the piece of baking paper covering it is cut very oddly. The fingers look as though the icing has been applied whilst they are on the baking tray. The icing runs into the baking paper in several places. What on earth possessed anyone to post this? It is beyond.
It's amateur hour.
Yes, but it's not
amateur hour.
We've seen with Meghan that she doesn't like detail. She wants to go through things. She wants to be in the, on the television. And actually the realistic hard work, she doesn't want to do it all. She said she's very busy, but you don't see that in what she's doing. Why wasn't someone watching and saying, look, we can't do these fingers. They're absolutely disgusting. My God, we've got a worm here. We can't use any of this on the tray. Who would have a worm and then carry on? I mean, it is beyond.
But this is the problem, Angela. She doesn't listen to anyone.
Exactly.
She's been totally on her own. And the problem is she's not up to this. And Angela, something really interesting. I know you have spotted this too. Black women now turning on Meghan. Now, I spoke about Insta tricks from TikTok yesterday, but there's now a brand new TikTok influencer who is going viral. Angela, you write of this woman. You are spot on, madam, and just what people need to hear about Meghan. Let's have a look at what she has to say, Angela.
So, the headline that really kicked all this off is Rob Shooter's reporting that Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand as ever, the one that was hyped as a big post-royal goop empire, is basically collapsing. He says the company's out of cash, vendors haven't been paid, lawsuits are looming, and production has literally stopped. Now, let's pause here. This was supposed to be Meghan's redemption arc. The palace was behind her, the Hollywood connections were lined up, and she positioned herself as a mix of California chic and royal polish. A dream, right? Except, according to Shooter, she skipped the basics. They blew millions on PR, yet forgot supply chains. You can't sell jam and cookies if you don't even have your bakers lined up. It's Business 101.
How
She's
people
brilliant.
go so crazy over Meghan Markle. How people just haul off and say, Meghan Markle is winning. She wanted to be a princess and she wanted to be rich and you guys are mad that she's winning. First of all, that's not true. We call out bullshit. The reason why people do not like Meghan Markle is because she complained when she was in Africa, the poorest country, talking about how hard it was and not many people asked if she was okay, when she did in fact ask her father was he okay. The minute she got with Prince Harry, she dropped everybody. She gaslighted everybody. And she didn't want to be bothered because she thought that she was too good for her own family. And not only that, she hauled off and lied on the royal family and said that they was racist, but kept the titles. Then did an Oprah interview to haul off and throw Harry's family under the bus and say, oh, they did this, they did that, oh, Archie wasn't given a title, when all that came out to be a lie, and people called on her bullshit. So spare me. You guys need to wake up and smell the roses. It's so annoying how you guys are so scared of getting canceled to call out Meghan Markle and her bullshit. This lady do not care about nobody but herself. She is a severe, evil, self-centered, demonic A-list wannabe that has a personality disorder that do not know who she wants to be. Because you stupid people are so scared to get canceled and just dumb. Meghan Markle does not give two shits about you or me, which I don't care because I don't care about her. It's just the fact that I would not be, as a black woman, supporter of Meghan Markle when she don't even like black people.
Yes, I think that young lady is completely right. Because, of course, the criticism yesterday was the fact that Meghan Markle exhibited no blackness in her trailer for With Love, Meghan 2, which was filled with whiteness, which is fine given she is a white woman. But remember, the controversy here is that Meghan Markle used her quote-unquote blackness to gain a whole particular audience while trying to bring down the British royal family. But that young lady wasn't finished. Watch.
Fans, and she tells her fans to haul off and attack you. Meghan Markle fans are vicious, just like her. What woman goes to support her husband? Actually, what woman haul off and tell her husband that his family is being racist towards her? What woman haul off and lie on her own husband's family? And not only that, her own family. Who does that? And then have the audacity to keep the title. And I'm so happy there's thousands of people who can see right through it, but for you dumb asses that can't see it, Lord be with you, because y'all are so complicit and fucking dumb. Jesus Christ. How did y'all pass kindergarten?
Angela, I mean, she's quite a feisty lady, but what do you make of her?
I thought she was terrific. I mean, I read it and I thought, my goodness, I had to write on the top. And then I read it again and I thought, she's exactly right about everything she's saying about Meghan. She's really got it. She's not making any excuses. She's absolutely straightforward and so articulate. She's terrific, absolutely terrific.
And Angela, does she have a point that Meghan has effectively hoodwinked, I guess, her black supporters who were there for her when she was making these claims, which at the time, Angela, we were saying to them, like, this is just untrue. Like, nothing to do with Meghan's treatment within the royal family was down to race.
Here's the brutal truth. Meghan and Harry left the royal family promising independence, financial freedom, and the chance to tell their story. But 5 years on, what do they have? A collapsing brand, abandoned charities, and a reputation so damaged that even their former defenders are walking away.
Yeah, she just wanted something that she can say, that you're hurting me because I'm black, that you won't let me go out. You've taken away my keys and my passport, so you won't let me out because I'm black. You won't let my son have a proper name, Prince, and that's because we're black. It's all nonsense. They didn't get it because he was too young for it. You had to have the Queen die, and then he could have a title. She knew that, Harry knew that, but it was just an opportunity to moan. I mean, even her mother left the home of where they were because she was fed up of Meghan moaning. She's Miss Mona, and this lady has got her absolutely right, absolutely spot on. With no, she doesn't mind at all what she says, what she feels. She's had enough of her. And I think that's most people, and that's why lots of things are not working out for her, because people have seen through and they don't like what they see.
No, very, very true. They absolutely don't. Angela, meanwhile, it's not just Meghan Markle facing crisis. Prince Harry now having to deal with another major issue within one of his charities. I mean, we've already seen Send to Bali. We've already seen Africa Parks. But now we're talking about the Invictus Games, which is probably the one thing that people think have been working for him. But Paula Frolick, who's a very good American reporter who's working for News Nation at the moment, has revealed that people involved in the Invictus Games now feel they're being used for PR, are quitting in their droves, with 2,000 members leaving in just 2 years, Angela. Watch this.
Are really starting to feel like they're kind of being used for good PR. They don't really see him. They don't understand what the projects are doing right now. And they're saying, you know what? Once or twice a year, he and Meghan, or Prince Harry, flies in alone and swoops in to be like, these are the games, and get really great PR. And they're kind of annoyed. So other papers have reported that in the last 2 years, over 2,000 members of the Invictus Games have quit because they're very upset about feeling kind of used by the couple for, again, good PR. Mm-hmm. And it's really it's traumatizing. Harry has said multiple times he just wants to dedicate his life to the charities.
Yeah, but he says that, Paula, but actually at the end of the day, the problem is he is now using these charities, as Dr. Sophie Chandoka has proven, by the way, with Send to Bali, to try and further his personal brand, his commercial brand. And we saw that happen earlier in the year at the Invictus Games, where Meghan Markle actually had to be sent home in a huff because she had so overshadowed what was going on with those incredible Invictus competitors. I actually think the Invictus Games would now be much better off without Prince Harry involved at all. But Paula had more on this.
Instead of building something lasting, they've lurched from PR stunt to PR stunt, hoping brand deals and victimhood narratives would pay the bills. But the cracks are showing. Meghan's, as ever, isn't just a failing company. It's a metaphor for the Sussex project as a whole, overhyped, underdelivered, and sinking fast. Meanwhile, Harry, once a cheeky, beloved prince, looks increasingly lost, clinging to charities as mismanaging and trying to cash in on a royal identity he simultaneously rejects. The sad part? They could have built something powerful. Meghan could have been a champion of modern entrepreneurship, Harry a respected humanitarian. Instead, both are stuck in the same cycle, chasing attention, alienating allies, and burning through credibility. And unless something drastic changes, their story isn't going to be about independence and success. It's going to be remembered as one of the biggest self-inflicted downfalls in royal history.